Hello viewers, I hope everyone is doing well. Today I will show you how to use the Surfshark desktop app and the Chrome extension. First of all, I'm logging into my Surfshark account. I'm blurring this part out for privacy reasons. Okay, I have entered my ID and password. Now let's log in. All right, once you are logged in, you will land on this home page. Now, just scroll down a little bit to find the setup options. Here, you will find the download options as I showed you previously. You have the download link for Windows 10, a QR code for the mobile app, and the extension for your browser. And if you need apps for other platforms, simply click here and you will find a list of all available applications. Okay. Start by navigating to the left sidebar and clicking on Apps and Extensions. You will land on the Browser Extension tab, where you can see options for Chrome, Firefox, and Edge. Next, click on the Phones and Tablets tab to access downloads for iOS and Android devices. Now, select the Smart TVs tab. Here, you will find support for FireTV, Android TV, and Apple TV. Click the View button next to FireTV. This will redirect you to the Amazon App Store page where you can get the Surfshark app. Finally, close the tab to return to the dashboard. On the Surfshark apps page, look for the Browser section and locate Download the Chrome extension. Click the Add Extension button on the right to proceed. You will be redirected to the Chrome Web Store. Once here, simply click the Add to Chrome button. A confirmation pop-up will appear. Click on Add Extension to authorize the installation. Wait a moment for the check to complete, and the extension is now successfully installed on your browser. You can see now that our extension is downloading, and the download is complete. It is a 15 megabyte extension. Okay, as soon as the extension is downloaded, you will see it appear right here. I will go ahead and pin it. Once I pin it, it shows up right here on the bar. So, what you need to do here is look closely. Click on Start. Right here, Start. Just click on Start. We clicked on Start, and from here, I am clicking on Continue. As soon as I click Continue, you can see it moves to the next screen. This is because I am already logged into my account on this browser. That is why it did not ask us for a separate login here. If you were not logged in, it would likely have asked you for your login details. Okay, we are continuing now. Here is CleanWeb. I will choose to turn on CleanWeb. Okay, Manage Cookies. I'll click Agree. Okay, Continue. Here, you have the step-by-step option to get an alternative email ID. I am selecting Skip Alternative ID and clicking Finish. Now we're all set to use it. There is an alert feature. Here's the Antivirus option. Here's the Search option, and right here is the CleanWeb option. If you select the CleanWeb option, ads and trackers will not appear. For instance, if you are browsing a website, the ads and trackers will remain disabled. If it says Turn Off for this website, it means it will stop blocking them. If you actually want to see ads, you can turn this off. If you want pop-ups or wish to keep ads enabled, simply toggle this off. Okay, so let's move directly to the antivirus. Sorry, not antivirus. We're moving directly to the VPN section. Once in the VPN tab, you can view the normal locations from here. There are many locations available here, and you can choose and use them based on your preference. Next, looking towards the top, we can see the Static IP section. These are the VPN's static IPs. These IPs are static, meaning the IP will always remain the same. It won't change. However, for the previous locations mentioned earlier, the IPs will change. Those IPs may change from time to time. And from here, if you have a dedicated IP purchased, meaning the IPs that you buy from them exclusively for your own personal use, no one else will be able to use that IP. In that case, as I have shown in my previous video, there is a link in the video description, please check it out, you can purchase them. It will cost around 450 taka monthly. Once you buy it, that specific IP will never be used by anyone else. Here are the settings. From Settings, you can see there are VPN settings. If you select Quick Connect from here, it will connect to the fastest location available. You don't have a specific choice here. It will simply connect to whichever location is faster at that moment. If you keep the Auto Connect option turned on, it will connect automatically. Under Advanced, you can see Geo-spoofing. This will spoof your geolocation, meaning your actual location. Also, WebRTC is turned on here. So these are advanced features. If you understand them a little bit, you will be able to manage them very efficiently. Here is the Alternative ID. As I mentioned before, Alternative ID allows for automatic filling. This is essentially to hide your digital footprint. Okay, I also showed the CleanWeb settings. Here is Web Safety and the bypass list. If you want to bypass anything, meaning if you are browsing something specific that you want to keep bypassed from the VPN, for example, suppose you want to use your Facebook account, but you want to keep Facebook running normally outside of the VPN connection, because sometimes there are security issues with that. In that case, you can add Facebook here. Then your Facebook usage will no longer fall under the VPN. And on this side, we have App Settings. In App Settings, you can check the language and appearance options. You can see here which language you want to use. Under Appearance, you have Follow Browser. You can use the light appearance, dark appearance, or whatever theme is currently set on your browser. Going back, and from here you can see My Account. If you go into My Account, you will find the Enter Login Code option. This allows you to log in using a code. Here you can also view the email address of the account you created. Here is Linked Accounts. If you have linked anyone, you can view the linked accounts here. If you want to change your password, you can change the password from here. And you can also see exactly how much time is remaining on your subscription from here. So, it is very easy. You can manage the entire VPN right from here. Here is Get Help. The Help option is here. You can explore the various help options from this section. Next, there is Refer and Earn. If you want to refer someone, you can do that through this option. Okay, so I have shared almost everything that is available here with you. And here, if there are any issues, you can report those issues here. If any problems occur, you can let them know from this section. So we have come right back to the main VPN interface. And from here, if we click Quick Connect, clicking Quick Connect shows us that it is connecting to an address in Bangkok, Thailand. So let me just go and run a speed test. Let's search for Speed Test by Ookla. If we go to Speed Test by Ookla, let's see which IP address we have been assigned. And if we search for Hooer, let's go to Hooer IP, then we will be able to check the details from here. Let's click on the second link. Then we can view the IP details. So as you can see here, the IP details are being displayed. You can observe the anonymity measurement percentage of my IP right here. It also shows the footprint of this IP. The IP address, the DNS, everything is visible here. There is actually another website where you can also check the quality of your IP address. While that website loads, let's go ahead and run a speed test in the meantime. So we are running a speed test. Let's see what kind of speed we can get here. I can see I'm getting speeds around 40 to 45. Honestly speaking, my actual internet speed right now is indeed around 40 to 45. This means it is receiving the full internet speed that I have available. If there was more speed available on my network, it would have registered higher speeds. So it is capturing the full speed of my network. I would say this result represents the actual speed. The full speed is being utilized. Now we can see here that this website has given a 90% result, indicating it is a 90% good IP. Regarding the browser proxy I showed you earlier, browser proxies usually don't offer the best speed or performance, but they are sufficient for getting the work done. Now let's go ahead and download the Windows application. I'm downloading the Windows application now. The file size is 92 megabytes. It took roughly 30 seconds to download. I'm actually getting very good speeds here as well, hovering around 50 to 60 while downloading this. So as you can see, our application installation process has begun. Installing an application sometimes takes a little while. It really depends on your PC or your system configuration to determine how long it will take. So as we can see here, it is taking a bit of time. So we can now see that the install button has appeared here. Here is the install button, so we are going to install it now. After clicking on install, you can see that our file setup has started. It is copying the files. The files are copying, and the file copying is almost near the end. It is a very small application, so it doesn't take too much time. Our application setup is now complete at this moment. Once the application is completed, you will find an interface just like this one. You should log in using the same method you used to create your account. Since I created mine using a third-party email address, I will go to log in. If you created yours via Google, Apple, or a Microsoft account, you should log in directly through those options. I am now going to log in. Here, I need to enter my email address. Okay, I have entered my email address, and now I am entering the password and logging in. You can see that I have logged in with the password. It says due to restricted network. Actually, there are other VPNs being installed on my PC right now. That is likely why a notification like this might appear, or there could be another reason. I'm not entirely sure about the specific cause of this. However, as you can see, the interface is the same one we saw inside the extension. We are seeing that exact same interface now. So I am just going to drag this and switch it to dark mode. Switching to dark makes it a bit more convenient for me. I'm not sure how you prefer it, but to me, I feel it looks better this way. Just like the extension, you can see here, it's the same interface. Just as we saw with the extension interface above, we are seeing the same interface now. The PC interface and the web interface are almost identical. I haven't disconnected it yet. Okay, I've disconnected it now. So look, it looks exactly the same. So from here, what we will do, notice that here we are only getting the dedicated option. Look, it's only showing dedicated here. When we install on the PC, especially on my PC specifically, I'm not seeing the static IP option. Please pay attention to this. If it appears differently for you, definitely let me know in the comments. Here, the alternative ID option is the same. The alert option is here. The antivirus option is here, and the search option is present. We will discover the antivirus option in a later video, so all the previous options are here. Since I have already discussed these matters with you before, I will not be going into a new discussion about them right now. So we are moving directly into the testing phase for this. We want to see what kind of speeds we get with these VPNs and what other options are available here. The options are actually almost identical to what you have seen before. I showed you the web-based options in the previous video, and those same options are present here in the desktop variant. Everything is the same. There are no changes here. Everything is identical. So if we want, we can change the location from here. I am selecting Belgium and clicking Quick Connect now. You can choose Belgium or any other location from here to use Quick Connect, or you can choose from the full list available here. However, you will notice that some locations have virtual written next to them. Please pay attention to where it says virtual. The IPs that are virtual or the countries that are being connected to virtually can be identified by that tag. For example, this one, Finland. Finland does not have virtual written anywhere, so we can assume that Finland connects via a physical IP address. But for those marked virtual, you will see the label. For instance, looking at Germany, there are quite a few countries listed under the downlink. So let's test the IP here. We'll check the quality of the IP we're getting and test the speeds as well. I'm refreshing all the pages now. Let's see. Regarding this specific one, you can see it gives a 90% score, which it classifies as valid or good. So we will consider this Finland IP to be good, with a 90% health score. If we were to try testing with another website, it might show 70%. It is actually quite difficult to judge exactly which one is how good. So we'll do one thing. We'll refresh the speed test page again, and from here we'll check the speed test results once more to see what kind of performance we're getting from this IP. Let's see what speed we get from this IP. although I will try my best to provide you with individual IP result tests for every single one on our channel in the future, matching the country names. For example, the A group countries, then the B group countries, and so on. So please keep our channel subscribed. Hopefully, in the next few days, we will try to do in-depth reviews of quite a few VPNs. Okay, looking at the results, you can see that compared to the previous IP we tested, we are getting slightly better upload speeds here. However, the download speed is almost the same, so we can assume that it is receiving the exact full bandwidth that my ISP provides me. This is a very good speed. There are no issues with the speed at all. It's getting great performance. So you can see here that it is using the WireGuard protocol. If you are on PC and think you want to change the protocol, you need to go to the VPN settings, go to Connection Settings, and from here, strictly speaking, not the bypasser. From here, you can change the protocol option. However, since it is currently connected, the option to change it isn't showing up. That's all for today. Allah Hafiz, Tata. I will see you in a future video with a different topic.